Now we have our last race in the second phase of the heat stages for the 2025 Karting Champions League Winter Series here at Marienborg. It's time for KZ2, KZ2 Masters and Super Shifters in the X30 classification. So 10 minutes plus an additional lap. Standing starts for these drivers. So Kevin Stehauer, who took the race win after 12 laps last time out yesterday afternoon, winning by 1.7 seconds, starts from pole position. He'll have Daniel Tenbach, who finished P3 in yesterday's heat, alongside him on the front row. Renzo Alivax for the Henze Racing team will start on the inside of row number 2. Louis Esser from Germany will be alongside on that row. Jaden Teen and Jens Treur will be on row number 3. Sita van Miert and Niels Koster round out the next row, with Julian Gammon and X30 Super Shifter pole sitter Milo van Baggenhout and the 637. Rounding out the top 10, Anders Elkier and Tristan Bellon round out the top 12, with Rick Hartmann, Milan van Winden, Kevin Delacroix and Martin Versteeg completing the 16-strong grid. 10 minutes plus 1 additional lap. And then after this race, we'll then have a little bit of a breather until 5 to 3 this afternoon. We'll have our last round of respective heats for X30 Senior, which there'll be 2, and the remaining categories will each have 1 heat, thereby concluding the second day of on-track action for Karting Champions League Winter Series 2025. And a big thank you to over 140 people watching on the current YouTube channel for Karting Champions League here on the Saturday live stream. So thank you very much for joining us, and please let us know who you are supporting this weekend. Now, one of the interesting things that I have noticed with a couple of the drivers, apart from them weaving from side to side, you need as much tyre temperature to get the traction for the race start. A couple of drivers will slam onto the brakes. Of course, front and rear brake systems on these cars. 6-speed shifter gearboxes, and probably finding that you could be going from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in about the same sort of time scale as a modern day 992 model Porsche 911 Carrera. So about 4 seconds, and it's one of the most. This is where you see a lot of, say, KZ, KZ2, KZ2 Masters. You see the Super Shifter class in X30. It is the most challenging, the most brutal. But ultimately, if you are a winner, it is one of the most satisfying categories to compete in. And drivers such as the legend Davide Fore from Italy, who's still in his late 40s, is competing around the world. And of course, the KZ2 Masters class now part of the current FIA European and World Championship structure. But it is a class that is really a true, it's the Formula One of karting. It is all guns blazing, and you are on the limit at every single corner. So we wait for the green flag to fly at the back. Green flag is shown. Marshals move away. It's time to get Heat 2 for shifter card action underway here at Karting Champions League 2025. Lights are out, we're underway. And a brilliant start from the outside of the front row by Renzo Alivax. Kevin Stehauer stumbled on the start and lost traction. A couple of drivers also wheel spinning across the off the line. It's basically you have to nail that biting point. I know that one of the team from Henze Racing, Gus Specken, knows all about this class. I know he's here, but you can see that there's also some side-by-side action going into turn 5 into Chemin de Fer. Now they're going to break the timing beam very, very shortly. But it was a great start. Great start by Renzo Alivax, as now the field makes its way through the final couple of corners. And one of the drivers that I'm keeping my keen eyes on, who's made the move to KZ this year, made his KZ2 debut late last year, Jaden Teen. And well, it's Renzo Alibax leading, and that was Daniel. That was I think it was Kevin Stehauer diving up the inside of Daniel Tembak. Jens Treur is also in this mix. Jaden Teen rounding out the top 5. Young man from the Netherlands, Jens Treur. Well, Daniel Tembak's found himself down into 4th place, so Jens Treur also moved up into P3. Now they head into Chemin de Fer once again. And Jens Treur running on the Croc Promotions chassis with DJK Racing. And now dive for the move for the race lead, and that was Stehauer. And now we're going to see a change of the race lead on the conclusion of lap number 2, and diving up the inside to mug the lot of them, that was Jens Treur. That was inspired by the 442 from the Netherlands. He just went, chomped, you know, he was chomping at the bit. He dived up the inside, went, thank you very much, I'll see you later. And Stehauer went for the move on Alibax, and just Treur was there, just went, right, that's my window of opportunity. And he got through without even hesitating. He dived to the inside, instant cat-like reaction. And now we've got a new race leader here on lap 3. Jens Treur, fastest in the opening sector. Well, Sita van Miert in the 440 has also done the same and has gone quicker than anybody else. So Sita van Miert finished 11th in the previous heat, and that is a change for 3rd position. So Daniel Tembak through on Renzo Alibax. And it's shifter car musical chairs at the moment. So Jens Treur has moved up from 6th on the grid at the start and now leads the way. So Kevin Stehauer looks to be in 2nd. Daniel Tembak in 3rd, I believe. 4th will be Renzo Alibax. Jaden Teen is also closing in. Julian Kamen from the Netherlands in the 429 has also made some headway. So Treur leads by nearly half a second. Stehauer in P2, Tembak 3rd. Alibax drops to 4th and has got Jaden Teen, Julian Kamen, and Sita van Miert not too far behind. Zita, she is showing some good pace here, improving in the opening sector. Is the 440 for the Belgium, well, the National Auto Club Excelsior, or in other words, the Belgian team, running on the Sodi karts. Jaden Teen also running with Belgium Racing. Is also going to be doing multiple campaigns in KZ2 this year. He's joining CPB Sport this season, and there goes Teen up the inside, wheel to wheel, side pod to side pod, and that was neat. That was millimetre perfect by the 459. And Alibax gave Jaden Teen enough room to make the move stick. So coming up to just over halfway through this penultimate heat for KZ2 Masters and X30 Super Shifter. And at the moment, well, with regards to the other classes, Niels Koster has dropped all the way down to 13th overall, which means he's lost the lead in KZ2 Masters. Kevin Delcroix has now got that position and is currently up 4 spots from 15th, currently runs 11th. And in terms of X30 Super Shifter, well, Tristan Bellon in the 649 currently runs as the leader of the class, but overall runs P12 at the minute. The leaders making their way down into Chemin de Fer once again here on lap number 7. Kevin Stayhauer, new fastest lap of the race, 53.957. And Jens Streur, well, these two know each other. There's been plenty of battles. They have competed against each other in the Chrono Karting KZ2 National Championship. Chrono Karting run by Gabi and Tom van der Werf. He also had assistance by Karting Champions League for their live stream provision, as there goes Stayhauer up the inside on Treur at T1, but Treur's going to look to fight back. Oh, you know what? Stayhauer put the frighteners a little bit on him there, just to say, right, you are not coming through. But Kevin, you've still got just over 3 minutes and change, plus a lap to go. So it's not over yet. Wondering whether Jaden Teen and Renzo Alibax can close in on Daniel Tenbach. And Tenbach and Teen have been pretty much running about the same pace. Teen is about half a tenth quicker. That was a 54.308 for the Dutch driver last time round. And his countryman just up ahead, who's 9 tenths up the road, 54.357. So not much in it in terms of pure pace. But as I said, it's very, very physically demanding. Sita van Miert, she's very close to closing in and possibly passing Gillian Cameron. We've got to battle a little bit further back. I think that's possibly, I'm not too sure if that might have been Kevin Delcroix and Niels Koster, battling over 12th and 13th respectively. Jaden Teen is trying to keep defensive ahead of Renzo Alibax. So just under 2 minutes to go, plus an additional lap. And, well, Kevin Stayhauer is starting to pull a little bit of a gap over Jens Streur, and Streur is now nearly half a second adrift. Jaden Teen in the next minute and 35 plus an additional lap, so call that about 2 minutes and 20 worth of racing. He's got to try and see if he can close in and pass Daniel Tenbach in front of him, so Tenbach 0.81 of a second in front. Into Chemin de Fer go the drivers from second, well, third, fourth and backwards. And now they're going to the escargot section to break the timing beam. New fastest overall first sector by Kevin Stayhauer. 50, so that was a 30, his last lap was a 53.736. Looks like he's on course to beat that again. A 35.693 in sector 1. 18s, oh, he was 41 thousandths off. And now we go pretty much, I think, on to the penultimate lap of the race. And still, you can feel some tension in the air. There is Gillian Cameron and Sita van Miert. They are very much running line astern of each other as the leaders head into an exit out of Chemin de Fer for what will be the penultimate time. Renzo Alibax and Jaden Teen still battling away over fourth place, and Jaden Teen finished behind. Finished behind Tenbach. Jens Streur last time out finished 6th and is on for a second place finish. Last lap is underway for the first set of heats today, and then we go into the second set of heats in just over 35, in around about 35 minutes time. But Kevin Stayhauer has done exactly what he needed to do to keep that advantage. Jens Streur has been the closest competitor to him, and at one point was in front of the 4-1-1. But Kevin Stayhauer running on the Birolot, privateer driver. And Jens Streur on the Crop Promotion DJK Racing Run entry is holding on to second, an improvement from the previous race. But with that kind of gap, nearly 9 tenths of a second, it's pretty much all said and done. 2 heats so far, and it's going to be 2 wins. Kevin Stauhauer takes the win once again. Jens Strø finished 6th in Heat 1. Finishes Heat 2 in 2nd. Daniel Tembak, a nice couple of third place finishes in a row. Jaden Teen, 4th place, the 2nd race in a row. Renzo Alibak, 2nd in Heat 1, now occupies 5th place in Heat 2. Zita van Meert in 6th ahead of Louis Esser, with Julian Kamen actually dropping down to 8th at the flag. And Zelkier and Tristan Bellon round out the top 10. Rick Hartman, Kevin Delacroix and Niels Koster round out the top 13. Milan van Winden, Milo van Bagenhout and Martin Versteeg round out the finishing order, with Tristan Bellon winning X30 Super Shifter. It's one win apiece between now Kevin Delacroix and Niels Koster for KZ2 Masters Honours. And that is, as they say, is that for the second stages of heats here at Karting Champions League Winter Series for 2025.